From her spirit guides. Cat messages from her spirit guides. Actually, you're doing really well, Kat. You get the Six of Wands opening up with your spirit guides, which is victory. But look, it's also her actually listening. It's her. I mean, that's a torch, a wreath, and she's literally looking towards the heavens, and they're partaking. They're giving her information. One of the things I definitely feel about you, Kat, which, I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out, is that you're wanting it all at one time. You're like, give it to me, give it to me, give it. You're wanting these downloads. You're doing the quantum jumping. You're trying to, do the timeline thing. Here's the thing. You need to be a little more practical right now, actually, because you have some things going on in your life that really require kind of a more practical approach. Number one is bills. Do you understand this, Kat? You guys hold your comments for me. Hey, Jeep girl. She does understand it. Okay. It is coming. They are there with you. They are definitely downloading your information, if you will. But it just can't come all at once, right? This is a trickle effect, because if it just came all at once, we wouldn't know what to do with it. I wanted it all at once too. I still want it all at once. I still want more. I still want more. Give me more. I want to see through walls. You know what I mean? I want to know what people have, going on in their colon. Like, I don't even care. Like, I want to be that, whatever. And so they give it to they give it to us in this trickle effect. I wish they'd have given it to me a little faster, but they didn't. And as you go, right? Yeah. As you go, in hindsight, you see why, because there's things going on in your life and you have to be human first. And so definitely, I think you're trying to find the balance with that. I also do think, so this card can go two ways. So the Hierophant can either mean that you're married and having some problems there, or it can mean that you're missing someone that's literally in heaven, because this is my passed over card as well, Kat. And so one of the things you need to realize is finding that balance, okay? And you definitely, the Magician. So to me, from your spirit guides, the Magician is about, honestly, I'm going to go a little tiny bit. Normally, the Magician is about pulling something out of the hat, but I think they just want you to do the work. So number one, they immediately show me that you don't journal like you thought you would. You don't journal like you said you would. You don't journal like you even want to. Do you understand that, Kat? Oh, Kat, could be both. Okay, absolutely. I could take that. Do you understand that about the journaling and the spirit guides? Because you kind of made some deals with them, about, oh, I'll do this and I'll do this and I'll do this, and you actually haven't been doing necessarily the work. Would you understand that? I'm not trying to like call you out in a rude way. Okay, good. So go back to the basics. I think that's really your message right now, is to go back to the basics. I want you to get the journal back out, and I want you to read how far you've already come. So one of the things we also tend to do is we tend to think, oh my God, nothing's going on, nothing's happening. But once you go back and you read and you realize, oh shit, okay, all right, and you realize how far you've actually come, it gets a little bit easier to be more patient. And then start journaling again, because you've been slacking, definitely. And I would also write, I do feel someone on the other side for you, Kat, and I would definitely write like a letter to that person. I do get a mail here, Kat, if you could let me know if you understand that. I also get a dog. But if you understand a male on the other side, I do get that they died young-ish, definitely under 50. I'm kind of seeing a very good-looking person, seeing a charismatic person. I'm seeing someone who could sell ice to an Eskimo. Do you understand this, Kat? Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. So I do get that he went quickly, but I also get that he wasn't necessarily a very healthy person, and it was kind of, he was hard on himself, and this would have been a lifestyle choice. And when I say lifestyle choice, I see adrenaline, I see kind of living fast and hard. Would you understand that? My son and his sister's dog. The dog's a hoot. Dog's fucking hilarious, first of all. Do you get the living hard? Okay, very awesome. And well, you just said this was your son. So you'll understand this, Kat, because he just keeps saying, moms are always right. Moms are always right. She was right. She was right. She was right. However, he also knew that he had to live life his way, and he kind of went out in a blaze of glory, if you will. Ah, young and bulletproof. Yes, fast. Okay, awesome. Yeah. So he says you were right. You know what he misses? He says he misses your spaghetti and meatballs, or some sort of a dish. It might be beef stroganoff, but I feel like it's spaghetti and meatballs, and your hugs. Do you understand that, Kat? He did. Oh yeah, he lived his life. He, one of those people that, like, you know, comes into home base, you know, skidding, dirty, living it up. Yeah, your hugs. I honestly, I think that's so funny that I stopped on you, because I don't actually often do the spirit guide messages. How funny. I think he set that up for you, girl. And you kind of know this because you guys do communicate. I do feel like he is very active in your life, actually, and you guys have conversations. I don't think that he necessarily gave much thought to what we're doing now when he was here. He was too busy living. But now that he's on the other side, he very much has a lot of fun with it. Would you understand that? Oh, he was only 19. Son of a bitch. I saw him a little bit older, I'll be honest with you. He came through as kind of a bit of an older soul, almost like he knew he only had so much time to fit everything into, if you understand that. Yeah, he's always with you. Very good. Very good. So listen, since I have 84 people in here, you'll notice, again, I gave her very crazy jokes and lights. I love that. Fuck yes. So he's still picking on her. You'll notice how we started with one thing with Kat, right? We started with the spirit guides, and she understood what I was saying, okay? Then, and I gave her specific information. Bills, number one. I gave her very specific, like, there's stuff you need to be doing right now. I gave her more specific information with the journaling. I gave her more specific information with the fact that she said she was going to do one thing and she really hasn't followed through on that. And then as we move into her son, I gave her specific information. And honestly, I wish I could be even more specific sometimes. You know, and some people can, okay? But the people that get on TikTok, aw, thank you. The people that get on TikTok and they're like, "Oh, I have your son here." Well, she said she was missing her son, okay? Well, no, actually she asked about her spirit guides. And then I described her son, and then she said it was her son. Okay. All right. So I did, that was pretty cool. Um, my point is just to educate you guys on what you should actually be expecting in a reading, because you get some of these people who are full of shit and they're like, "Oh, who do you want to talk to?" And I saw one today that just made me want to barf. She's like, "Oh yeah, I want to talk to my grandpa. Joe, your grandpa misses you, and your grandpa this, and he loves you." Well, of course he loves you. She never described the grandpa. She never said what he used to wear. She never said what he did for work. She never said if he died old or young. So just pay attention. Thank you so much, Kat, for sharing your life and your son with me for just a moment, because I appreciate that. And it actually let me kind of put this message out there that the things that I told Kat, okay, those are the types of things that a real medium, if you will, should be giving you. Yeah, Mystic said, like the leeches who preyed on Mama Tot. Really general stuff. And some of it's going to be a little bit general. There's a lot of people with a sense of humor, but this kid, like, lived life. Like, this kid, like, honestly, and I don't know if this will resonate with Kat or if she even knew this. I kind of felt like he knew he was going to go early, and so he was fitting everything in while he had the chance, if that makes almost like a bucket list. So, Jesse, I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt. She said no one can find Daddy-O. I'm not even sure what that means. I don't do forensic mediumship. I'm a baby in forensic mediumship and or lost persons. And frankly, Kat says he did. I believe he did know. Very nice. Very nice. These are very specific personality aspects of the person that she lost and the person that she's missing. And the person, frankly, that's around her a lot, which she also validated. Do you understand? Reg says there's one who charges 30, gives them 5 minutes of time, and doesn't even try and get feedback. Yes, he is horrible. That's a scammer. That's fucked up. Like, this is free. Well, and I'm not saying they should have to do it for free, but if you're going to charge money, or if you're even going to do it for free and call yourself a medium, do the work. Do the work. And I'm not saying I'm the best medium out there, but I do pretty good, right? So anyway, I'm getting long-winded, as somebody called me one time, which clearly that affected me. But when Kat came in, she asked a question again about her spirit guides. We moved into the fact that there was a male here. We moved into the fact that it was her son. And then we gave specific evidence to identify her son. And then we gave the message. Okay? Literally, this is kind of a little mini class, to be quite honest with you. All right. Oh, baby, I appreciate that. All right. You got it. Somebody said thanks for the candor. You got it. All right. All right. So, Jesse, here's the thing about that. When somebody dies and somebody doesn't know how it happened, a lot of times it hurts us more for not knowing, and the person on the other side is kind of already over it, if you will. And so that's called forensic mediumship. And there's kind of there's niches within mediumship. It isn't just, mediumship doesn't cover everything. So I would not attempt to do that right now, because I would be leading you on and I could be giving you false hope. And even if I identified your father, okay, even if I gave you all the stuff that I just gave Kat, what I see isn't 150%. So I'm not going to do that over live and give you false hope. All right. I hope you understand. It certainly isn't meant to hurt your feelings. My name is MaryAnna. If you're new here, I'm an energy reader. That means I'm a psychic, a medium, an animal communicator, and a nonverbal communicator, all rolled up into one. I do also teach it. If you're not following me, please do.